morning, everybody. Hello. How are you today? It's Thursday, June 13th, 2019. Hope I get some people on here. Hello. Check my iPad over here. Hi. I'm going to give y'all a second to jump on. Ooh, I think I see myself. Maybe. Hello. Okay, it says to, hey, Lisa. All right, so I'm live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, Linda. Don't forget to say hi as y'all come on so you can be entered into a drawing. Today I'm giving away the 3 cards I'll be making. Good morning, Lisa. And I finally got it pulled up on the iPad over here. So, of course, as usual, I had time this week, so I'm doing a Facebook Live, bringing you guys 3 cards this time. My name, if you don't know, is Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for almost 18 years, since November 2001. And if you see anything you like in this video today, you can order it. I have a store, www.jennifers, that's with an S, jennifers.stampinup.net. Hey, Griselda and Landa, make sure y'all say hi. Good morning, Evelyn. Because if you say hi, then I'll put you in my drawing. And I do the drawing approximately a week to 2 weeks after the video. And so as long as you've commented before I do the drawing, then you're in the drawing. Like I said, today I'm giving away the 3 cards I'm making. So there you go. All right. The 3 cards we're making today are going to use the Daisy Lane bundle. Good morning, Landa. Which is this stamp set and this punch, which is awesome. Hey, Linda. Good morning, Griselda. So check it out, Daisy Lane. It's awesome. Brand new. The set just came out as well as the punch, and you can get them together. Hey, Chris. I'm glad you get to catch me live as well. Thank you. So anyway, this is what we're using on our projects. Of course, I've got a little just reminders before I start stamping. So I do a local business here in Texas, in Midlothian, as well as I have things to go and online. So for my locals, I have classes are coming up next week, June 21st and 22nd. Friday is 5 to 9, Saturday is 9 to 3. They're come and go. You can, as long as you show up in time to finish by closing time, you can come to class. Card and scrapbook class, those are 2 that are offered. They are 4 cards for $15, free with a minimum order, or 3 12 by 12 pages for $15, free with a minimum order. Hey, Hannah, sorry, said it wrong. Hi, Hannah. Then there's a Stamp-A-Stack every month, same time, same place, here in Midlothian. 20 cards, 4 designs, 5 of each, $30. Ooh, hearts, thank you. I can't see whose face that was. It was tiny. Oh, thank you, Pam, for sharing, Pamela. You also get entered extra if you share, extra, so twice. Let's see. Stamp-A-Stack, 20 cards, 4 designs, 5 of each. The themes are posted on my blog under events and in the emails. Oh, yes. Well, have fun. Tell your husband happy birthday, Linda. Sorry, Hannah. Okay, so anyway, the Stamp-A-Stack's $30 for 20 cards and envelopes. Or, if you place a minimum order, it's only $10. Okay, and then the last class is the sampler class, and that's one, good morning, Sherry, that you can get to go as well. So if you're not local, you can buy this, and I'll mail you all the supplies to stamp it and make it yourself. Hey, Nevelyn. So here is what last month's looks like, sorry. And I'm sorry about the lights reflecting on there. But, so we're not making this one this month. Good morning, April and Barbara. But that tells you what it is. The frame is not included. It's only $10 or less depending on where you buy it, and then you change out your samplers monthly or however often you want. But that class is $28 and it includes $20 in merchandise. And then if you are long distance, then you pay shipping on top of that. So very affordable. This month we're using the Silhouette Scenes bundle and suite from Stampin' Up. So there's other product, actually I should have pulled it all. But this is the awesome designer paper. We're using embossing powder, this stamp set, which I think is going to be so cute for summer. And of course I'll probably use some other die cuts, which if you're to go, they'll be die cut for you already. But check out the dies. There's adventure, inspire, and forever words in this set. A big old tree and a dandelion. So I'm sure we'll be using all of those as well. And then this paper, I call it the Brusho paper, which we don't carry Brusho anymore. We carry our own brand, but if you guys remember Brusho from the last catalog, I think this is so pretty and bright and summery paper, as well as if you're not good with Brusho or you don't have time, hey Leanne, then you can have fake Brusho right here in this paper. So that's what we're using in that class. And look how pretty. So not just for this class, this paper is going to be awesome. What's on the back of that one? Red. Okay, so thank you, Griselda. I agree. It's going to be a really cute sampler once I get it made. Okay, so those are the classes. Other upcoming events, buy one, get one free event is Friday, June 28th from 10 to 2:30. Hey, Bonnie. Make sure y'all say hi as you come on if you want to be entered into the drawing. BOGO Friday, June 28th, 10 to 2:30. That's where I'll sell my recently retired merchandise from the catalog that just went out for everything you get. Good morning, Christine. Everything you purchase old, you get equal value new for free. And that includes my holiday catalog merchandise, which I have not put out in any sale yet. So there we go. Hey, Jerry. Lots of people on today. I love it. Okay, so that's BOGO Stampin' with Friends annual catalog celebration. Saturday is the last day to sign up for this. Hey, Chris. Hey, Jen. Oh, good, Jen. I'm glad you found me, or however that came about. Yes, Anna, that paper's so pretty. It's called, by the way, I didn't say that, See a Silhouette. Okay, so Stampin' with Friends is an online event. Hey, Carolyn. So anyone in any location is, thank you, Hannah, can participate. It'll happen on Facebook. And if you purchase basically packet A or B, that'll include make and takes that we mail to you. And then you get to stamp along with us either live or, of course, everything's recorded so you can watch it later. It's all new catalog stuff. On my information about the event, it tells you every single stamp set or bundle we're using. So if you already own them, great. If not, you can add them on at a discount when you register. You will have 12 make and takes. Then you'll have 12 bonus ideas with full instructions, PDF for that, wow presentations, and more. There'll be door prize drawings, all kinds of stuff. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, I think I said hi to Carolyn. I get confused who I said hi to. So it's going to be a Facebook party and stamping. By the way, it's designed by 3 demonstrators, me, Alejandra Gomez, and April McCrite. So if you know them, you know their stamping is awesome, and you're going to want to take this. The event is June 29th, but again, if you're not on live, it doesn't matter because it'll all be recorded. Hey, Martha. If you're on live, you'll just get to like comment on our live videos at the time or ask questions. So that would be a perk. And we have decided, I'm pretty sure this will be final, that it's going to be from approximately 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on that Saturday. So it includes a goodie bag, $50 in product, and make and takes if you choose A or B, or there are 2 options that are online only. Okay, Stamping Bingo is Friday, July 26th. That's a local event. Friday, July 26th. 6 games of bingo, hundreds of dollars to be won. And you should come to that. Thank you for sharing, Rhonda. Hey, Debbie in Michigan. Hello. And Debbie, you shared. Thank you. Okay, the stamping cruise. So you can still sign up for our cruise. Don't worry, our one of our deadlines passed, but you can still sign up for cruise. You get to stamp on the high seas. You get to stamp when you want. The classes are self-paced. Good morning, Catherine. And let me see. Of course, friends and family can come. Not everyone has to take the stamping portion. Only if you register for that, you take that. It's October 6th through 13th, 2019 from Galveston, Texas. And we would love it if you join us. So any of this stuff I'm telling you about, if you have questions, just let me know. If you're on my email list, then you already get updates about all this stuff. And if you're not on my email list, you can join. Last but not least, the $1 Million Celebration is August 24th, 2019. I think it's probably going to start around 10 a.m., but I'm not sure yet. But it'll be 10, 11, something like that. It's for any of my customers who have placed an order. I'm reading a question. It's for any of my customers who have placed an order from me in the last 12 months. So if you placed an order, you can come. If you're on my team, you can come. It's free. There's going to be stamping, hundreds of dollars in prizes, food, and more. Now, Nevelyn, if you're asking about the Stamping with Friends online event, yes, anyone can attend this. Demonstrators, customers, someone who's watching this Facebook Live and has seen me for the first time today. You just need the RSVP link, which I'll have to send to you because of Stampin' Up! Policy, because it includes product. I can't just post it online. If you're talking about the $1 Million Celebration, it's for anyone who's placed an order in the last 12 months, up until August 24th. So if you place an order anytime, and if you want to clarify which event you're asking about, but in general, all of my events, anyone can attend or come to. Thank you for sharing, Sherry. And, okay, so that's what's going on. Like I said, you can join the email list if you want to be updated about this stuff regularly. Prices, links, because I can email the links, so they're always in my emails. As you know, the new catalog is here. Woohoo! Yes, we can order almost everything from it. Not quite, though. If you're a local customer, they're ready for pickup. I'll have them at class, of course, next week. If you're long distance, check with me to see if I already mailed you one, because who knows if I did or not. Maybe it got lost in the mail, or maybe I missed you on my list. So I'll send you one if not. If you never purchased before, you can still get one. It's only $8, and that's basically to pay for me to ship it to you. And then when you place your first order, you'll get $8 off your first order. So there you go. Of course, it's online as well. It's on my blog, and all the product is on the ordering website. If you want everything from this book, as we all do, which I don't have it all, but I have a lot already. If you want it all, the best way to do that is to be a demonstrator, because we get a discount on our own purchases, and your initial buying the kit is only $99 and with no shipping. Shipping is free. You only pay tax. And you pick 125 in any current merchandise you want. My team is over 160 people. I would love to have you on my team. Most of those 160 people just buy for the discount for themselves. You're not required to do anything. And of course, I have a team Facebook group and meetings and Facebook Live meetings and all kinds of stuff. So any questions on that, let me know. But this new catalog is, of course, amazing. So many new stamps and stuff, because we really cleared out from the last catalog. Okay. So what's not available right now, because of something to do with our transition with the not carrying the Big Shot anymore. If you see a folder, an embossing folder on this section that's 3D. So for example, this one, it's 3D and it is not new. So the little red N means new. If there's no red N, it's not new. Those are unavailable temporarily. That includes Country Floral, which I know a lot of people were waiting to order. So you can't get it yet, but that's just temporary. It's not that these aren't available. But we don't have a timeline yet. And then I believe all of those folders will be reconfigured to our new embossing folder situation, which I'm going to show you in my make and takes. Okay, so that, and then, the storage stuff is still not available. They are expecting that to come in July. So if you're looking in the new book or online and you see all those old embossing folders or this new storage system stuff, those two things aren't available right now. There might be a couple of things on back order, but I believe those are the only things that you cannot order at all right now. Okay. Don't forget, every month when you place an online order with me, what is the difference? 3D and regular. The 3D are the thick ones, Hannah, where in class you only put one cutting pad on top only, instead of one on top and one on bottom. So they're thicker. And 3D means they push images out and in, and the regular ones only push them out. So hopefully that makes sense. And a deeper impression. So yeah, that's the difference. But our new ones, they give the same effect. They're just physically thinner. I guess the plastic isn't as thick on the top and bottom. Okay, so every month when you place an online order with me, if it's 25 or more and you use this month's host code, which I have buried right now, so you'll see it when the screen goes down. If it's 25 or more, you get a free class mailed to you. So basically I have a free class every month. Anyone can get it. And it only uses one stamp set, so when you stamp yours at home, you only have to own the one stamp set. This month, it's going to use the Daisy Lane stamp set, and I have not come up with those cards yet, but I will. And so if you have Daisy Lane or you order it, and then if you order $25 or more on my website, you will be able to make your class packet when you get it. If your order is 50 or more, you will also get a free accessory. So this past month, these are the cards that they got. I just mailed these yesterday for everybody that ordered in May. They got mailed yesterday, and they received PDF instructions and all the paper cut and ready to stamp to make these cards. Now normally it's 4 cards, and this month it's 4, but last month it was 5. So just to kind of give you an idea of what kind of projects I do for this, and this is embossed. Yeah, this one's embossed too. It's kind of hard to see maybe on camera. This was my favorite. These used all of the new in colors. And there's that one. Obviously, we used the Vases set. I can't think of the name. It's the new one. And then that one. And then the accessory they got free was the new faceted in color gems, which I'm going to use on the projects today, but let me show you those. They're super pretty. So if you ordered 50 or more, not only did you get a class packet and PDF instructions, you also got those faceted gems, a full pack mailed to you. So, if you have any questions on online ordering, let me know. Okay. On that online order special, if you order 150 or more in one order, don't put in the host code. I'll still give you all the stuff, but Stampin' Up! Will also give you host benefits, host rewards. Okay, so I'm about to start the stamping portion. I did want to show a card I got in the mail recently. This is from Oma, and there's like a window. I'll cover up the, there's a window in it, so pretty cool. So thank you, Oma. Okay, so I'm going to point you down, and I want to show y'all one more thing when I point you down that's new that most of my customers, anyway, don't have a clue about. And then, don't forget, because I'm going to point you down. As you come on, say hi so that I will know to put you in my drawings. I'm going to give away the 3 cards. So I'll do 3 giveaways and mail each of you one of the 3 cards I make today. Okay, so we're going to go point down. And I may have to adjust, we'll see. So as a reminder, this is what I'm going to use on our stamping today. Let's see, need to come up this way. Oh, that's the bottom. Maybe this way. These are the stamps we're going to use today in our projects. But what I want to show you first is this new brochure that Stampin' Up! Has come out with called Experience Creativity. This brochure is actually designed more for a brand new crafter. So if you're watching this video and you've never crafted before, this is for you. However, there are some products in here that are not pictured anywhere else. So my regular customers, or if you're a team member or a demonstrator, you may want to know about this. Okay, so there's info, of course. This new kit is in the big catalog, and it's awesome, like, because all these images you see are already colored in and ready for you to just stamp your greeting and assemble. It's super cute. I have this kit, and it's going to make a great private party if you want to host a party with friends and everyone buys the kit, which is $27 plus tax and shipping. Then I'll come over and help y'all make it, and you get host benefits. Anyway, this stamp set is in the annual catalog. However, this Delightful Day Tags bundle is not. So for $48.50, you can get all these items. And then they make these projects here. So you will have everything you need right there. And again, this is especially good for new stampers, simply because some of you may already own the ink pads or whatever, to make these projects. But none of that's new, I believe. Here's the one that I love the best. So everybody knows, I think, about Good Morning Magnolia, which is a brand new stamp set with a whole suite of products in the annual catalog. Well, Magnolia Bloom stamp set is an additional stamp set that coordinates with Good Morning Magnolia. So here it is. You can see it right there. Super cute. You can coordinate it. You can add more greetings. Happy birthday, thank you, congratulations. Great for beginners because you probably don't have stamps with those words, but all of us want many versions of these, as you know. Then there are things in here that are not in the other catalog as well. There are 2 Stampin' Spots. They are, I'm going to read them from here because I can't read that upside down. Oh, Mossy Meadow and Soft Suede. So they're upside down, but you get the idea. By the way, if you don't need the bundle, you can purchase just these 2 Stampin' Spots for $6, for example. And of course, we love these for our stamp erratas, as y'all know. Then we have Clear Block D. So again, great for new stampers. You get a clear block with this kit to be able to use for your stamps. Classic Stampin' Spots. Now this one, Magnolia Lane Cards and More. It's this, and I'm actually going to open it right now. I forgot to grab all my supplies. I got them here, my scissors and stuff. So I'm going to open it and show you guys, and then I'm going to take this to my team meeting, which is Saturday, which, by the way, if you want to come to my team meeting and check us out for free, you can. Just let me know. It's Saturday night here in Midlothian. Okay, so these are the card bases. They're super thick. They're thick white. So you have card bases. You have envelopes, and then you have these cards, which are going to coordinate with our Magnolia Lane, oh gosh, Memories and More cards. So you get this design and this design. Look how cute. You just stamp one of those sentiments from the stamp set, you attach it to the front of your card, and you're good to go. Quick and easy note card for someone. I'll measure this so you guys can know. They are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So pretty cool. And if you don't want the whole kit, you can just buy that for $10. $10. Awesome deal. And then you get a full snail adhesive when you purchase the whole bundle. So again, it's great if you're new to stamping, this kit. But some of the individual items are great for the others of us. Here's another stamp set that's exclusive to this book. Anyone can purchase it. It's just only pictured in this book. And then there's a bundle with that. And then another exclusive stamp set. Look how cute. This one's for the ones who like to color. It comes with watercolor pencils if you buy the kit, but you can use any kind of coloring you want. And I think that's it. Yes, these are just more recommendations for new people. So I hope y'all like that. Let me see the comments over here. Debbie. Oh, a lot of people have joined. Okay, so hello to Myrna. Concerta. I hope oh, Australia. Awesome. Rhonda. Debbie. Another Rhonda. Thank you for first time. Jan. Nikki. Melissa, Janet, and hey Tammy, good to see you. Okay, so now, I lied. I'm going to show you one more thing before we stamp, because there's so much cool new stuff in our new catalog. Okay, so most of you are familiar with the Stamparatus. When you purchase it, it comes with the foam mat, 2 of these plates, and of course 2 magnets, which my other magnet should be on bottom here. Yes, 2 magnets. So now we sell a deluxe foam mat for $6. It's got a plastic grid on top, so ink should rub off of it unless you use like Stays-On or something permanent. Ink should rub off. And it gives you those grid lines for when you're stamping photopolymer, because the foam is for photopolymer. You take it away if you're using red rubber, so you can see the grid there. So if you're using photopolymer, you can use this grid now. And bonus, it is thicker than the original. Hopefully you can see that there. But if not, you can definitely see it in person, that it's a little thicker. I have only tested it once to put a stamped image right here at the edge, which would mean it gets stamped right here on my project. And then I tested it with this one, and there was a difference. I was able to stamp it fine without adding a little shim underneath, which is what I usually do, just my silicone craft sheet. So there's a little bonus there. You get your grid, and you should be able to put paper up into the corner with your photopolymer stamps and not have to worry about a shim or anything. So I love that. $6. So I'm not actually using Stamparatus today, but I wanted to show you guys that. Okay, let me move some of this stuff out of my way and pull in my supplies for the next card. So this is the host code, by the way, for this month. If you place an online order 25 or more with that host code, you get the free thing from me. Don't forget, we're trying not to hoard our cards anymore. So if you have cards that you haven't mailed, get them mailed. We don't need those samples just hanging around our house for 20 years and we never do anything with them. So hashtag stop card hoarding. And if you do that, if you mail a card that you've been hoarding, if you'll take a picture of it first and post this hashtag on Facebook, I would love it. We can see how many of us can stop hoarding our cards. And of course, I started that whole thing because I am a card hoarder. Okay, so now let's get to stamping. So this first card is very simple. We're going to use our card base is Whisper White 5.5 by 8.5. Then we have 1/4 of a sheet of Pretty Peacock. It's similar to Tranquil Tide, but it is different. Pretty Peacock, brand new in color. And then we have a 2 3/4 by 5 1/4 Whisper White. We have a new ribbon. It's the Old Olive and Pretty Peacock reversible ribbon, and it is shiny. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but very shiny, especially the peacock. I'm sorry, the Old Olive side is even shinier than the peacock side. Then you get that little pop of Old Olive right here on the edge. You don't really get that on this side. And it's kind of iridescent as well. And then we're going to use one of our new 3D embossing folders. This one is called Scripty. And there's what the packaging looks like. So it's a new 3D, so I'm going to show you how to use those. And Stampin' Cut and Emboss is the new name of our product line. I meant to mention that earlier. So with the change, of course, we're not carrying the Big Shot anymore, and eventually we will have a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which I assume these will work differently in, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Big Shot portion, and we're just gonna emboss this piece of Pretty Peacock. So for that, I have to grab my machine. So I have the Big Shot, of course, and that's what I'm using, you know, until Stampin' Up! Gets a new machine, basically. If you have a different machine, just like always, everything will work with the new machine. I mean, with a different machine. You just may have to figure out how thick or thin. Okay, so normally for a 3D folder, you would put your paper inside. Want the words to go that way. And you would have the Big Shot platform without the adapter, the thin die adapter. So take that off. Then you would have this and one cutting pad on top for the 3D. But now they're too thin. As you can see, there's barely any pressure, so it's not going to emboss. So what Stampin' Up! Has come out with as a fix for that is a 3D embossing plate. It's a little thicker than the clear plate. It's also blue. It's $10. And of course you can use it forever on all your folders. So that's the solution. So this is a little thicker. So we still only use one plate, and it's one on top, but it's this other plate. Now again, if you have a different machine, it just depends on how it stacks up and everything. What you can do, by the way, if you don't have that, is you can use this plate and then play with your machine. Start with 1 and then 2 and up to like 5 sheets of cardstock and make a shim to make it thick enough. Don't force a sandwich through your machine, because something will break, whether it's your folder, your cutting pad, something's going to break, or your machine. So that's why you start out with 1, test it out, start out with 2. And then Stampin' Up! Has also stated that even with this one, because all machines, like I have 7 Big Shots, each one can be calibrated a little different, and depending on the use it's received and all that stuff. So even with this one, you might want a shim, and I am going to add a shim. I didn't the first time I used this, but it was a little, not as deep as I wanted it. So we're adding 1 shim right now, which is just a piece of cardstock. That's crumb cake, but the color doesn't really matter. It was what was available. And then you just crank it through, and yeah, that's a little deeper than my other one was. So hopefully y'all can see that. I know it's tone on tone, but there you go. So that's how you use them. So $10. The other thing about the plates is Stampin' Up! Is building up the supply of them. So they are available right now, but they could come unavailable off and on, where we run out for a little bit, and so they're unorderable, and then they get more in and stuff. So I would definitely order this sooner than later if you want one. Remember, you can use shims though, but sooner than later on that. So let's see who's come on. Karen, thank you for sharing. Lisa, what is that catalog called? Linda, where did I put it? Experience Creativity is the name of the book, and for, of course, demonstrators can order these now. All the products from it should be on our online store. You just have to know what you're looking for. Honestly, I forgot to check if there's a link to Experience Creativity on our online stores. Hey Vicky, thank you for sharing. Lisa, thank you for that comment. Catherine Smith, Karen coming in late, that's okay. Yes, that grid mat for Stamparatus. So Rhonda, since you said that, let us know if you've used it yet and if it makes a difference for you. Wonder if in future they will drop the other pad and replace it with this pad. Yeah, that's what we don't know, Karen, because of we don't know what the new machine is going to be like. So we have to wait and see. For me, you know, I'm like $10, even if I can't use it in the future, not a huge deal, but of course it's $10, so you could just make shims if you don't want to do that investment right now. Okay, so let's get this machine out of the way. And hey Pam, Bonnie, glad you love it. Okay, so now for the stamping, I'm going to bring in this white, which I gave the measurements for already. And again, from Daisy Lane, I'm going to use this leaf stamp as well as Smile. So there's a few greetings in this set, so we're going to use Smile. So I have my pretty peacock ink, and what I'm going to do, I'm only going to ink this one time. Remember when you're inking with Stampin' Up! Stamp pads to ink gently. So you just want to only touch the rubber to the stamp, not the rest of your pad or your clear block. And I guess it's a gentle press versus, you know, really hard. Okay, so I'm going to ink it once. I'm going to attempt to stamp it in the center, and then I'm going to go to either side, and then either side again, and on the edges I'll hang it off a little bit onto my scratch paper. So there we go. Very simple stamping. This card's super simple, by the way. If you're not very impressed, it's meant to be simple. And then I'm just gonna add Smile down here in the bottom right hand corner. Boom, we're done with stamping. We're gonna add, because I did feel like it needed something, the ribbon. So I want the peacock side to show, so that's the side I'll wrap around. And I am gonna grab some tweezers. So usually when I show this, people ask oh, maybe I'm not, oh no, you know what, my tweezers are not over here. Oh yeah, they are. Sorry, panic mode. These are called reverse tweezers. We do not sell them. You can get them, the best place to get them is the ones that look like this, that do not look fancy at all, on the beading aisle where you like make jewelry at the craft store. When you squeeze it, it opens. When you let it go, it closes. So you get your card or your your ribbon ready to tie a bow or make a knot, and then you pinch it right there with your tweezers, and now your hands are free to go ahead and tie. So I'm kind of twisting it around so that the color I want is going to show. I'm twisting the ribbon around. And then you can tie it while it's doing something weird today, but while the tweezers are still there, and then just remove them and tighten it up. Okay, and we'll trim it. Let's see. Bonnie, thank you. Hey Pam. Cynthia, thank you very much. This one is really simple though. Like, more than my usual simple. Cool, Rhonda, you haven't ordered it yet, but yeah, I mean, I knew I was gonna love it before I ordered it too, so there you go. Pam, it does, yes, you're right, Pam, that's why I said that's what it was called. Okay, so there we go. Let's assemble. I forgot to fold my card base in half, but I will do that in just a sec. So here's the piece I embossed. I'll make sure it's going the correct direction. Add this piece on the front. One tip some people do for when you're doing something like this where it's even is they make this piece longer than necessary. And then, because you can see my little border there, but anyway, when they attach it, then they turn it over back and trim off the edge. So you can do that. For our card bases, for all three cards, I'll just demonstrate this once. What I do is leave my paper on the table and align the two corners, here and here. Then I pinch it only once because I want the bone folder to do as much folding as possible, because when you use the bone folder, you get less wrinkles on the inside than if you use your finger. And then in my classes where I have people actually stamping with me, I always tell you to turn the card over and stamp and sign your name on the back. And I provide a handmade by, made with love, something like that, and then a journaling pen for them to sign their name on the back. And that's so that when you give the card to somebody, they will know that you made it and you didn't buy it from some extremely fancy boutique store, because of course that's what our cards look like, right? So you want to brag and show off that you made the card. I thought I was hearing music, so I got quiet for a minute to listen, but it is my dogs going crazy in the other room. I don't think you guys can hear it. Uh-oh, am I live? Did I lose you? Okay, I think just my iPad messed up. Oh no, let's see. I'm trying to look up. I think I'm still live. It says live. I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully I'm on. So there's the first card. Nice and simple. Maybe with too much excess right there, but that's okay. Here's the first one I made, which doesn't have that. Okay, so there's that. I am wondering why my iPad is not showing me, so hopefully you guys can still see me, like I said. Okay, I'm gonna press on and do the next card. I'm trying to look at the comments. Yes, I'm getting comments. Thank you. I can't read. Griselda. So I had to turn my head and look upside down at my phone. It's just my iPad, so I won't be able to see y'all's comments right now unless it catches up for me. Okay, so this next card is a little more fancy. So on this one, we're using some cool stuff here. We have well, first of all, we're using the Stitch Shapes dies. So that's we're using the largest circle on that. Let me get this out of my way. For our paper, we have a half sheet of crumb cake cardstock, but it's 4 1/4 by 11. So you just cut it in half the other direction than normal. 4 1/4 by 11. We have a 4 inch by 5 1/4 terracotta tile, which is a new color. Then we have 2 1/2 by 4 inches terracotta tile. We have a scrap of crumb cake for that circle, and then 2 scraps of Whisper White, which you'll see why they're the size they are in a minute, but one's 2 inches and one's 3 inches wide, but they're scraps. Okay, so real quick, I will just get the die cutting out of the way. With Stampin' Up's new dies, there is no change on how you die cut them. So just like before, or just with your machine, like everything you would have done before with the Big Shot is the same with the new dies. So no change there. It's just with those 3D folders. I'm trying to mess with my iPad over there. So we're just die cutting that out. That's the only, or that's the last die cutting for today, I believe. Of course, I love the Stitch Shapes framelits because they put that little stitch in there, and there's circles, ovals, and squares. So I love that. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and fold my card base, and this one is folded different, and I did forget to mention we're using the new terracotta tile ribbon. It is, what do we call this? These are all different languages. Scalloped linen ribbon. So it comes in all 5 of the new ink colors. And then I already showed you these earlier in the video, and they are the in color faceted gems. Okay, so to fold it, we're gonna fold it in half. Of course, now I can't see if I'm crooked up there. And when you fold paper in half, FYI, the other direction, it does wrinkle more. So if you want to pre-score that, you can. I pretty much never do, but you can. And then fold the front backwards in half. So it's kind of a fun fold here, which is actually a challenge that my challenge coordinator has going on in my team group right now on Facebook to make cards with fun folds and post those on our group. So now I will have one to post. Okay, so that's going to be our card base. But for now, I'm going to set it aside and do my stamping. And we're not stamping on that, so I'll set that aside. I think I'm going to do my flowers first. So in this stamp set, there are 2 of the flowers that match punches. The large one, which matches our old daisy punch, and this one that matches the new medium daisy punch. So, I have my terracotta tile ink. Here's the small flower. We need 2 of those. Look how pretty. And then the large flower, we need 2 of those. Yes. And then, like I said, we have the old daisy punch. It's still available, but it's not brand new. So I always hold it with my non-dominant hand, so my left, and align with my right, and then like hold it without punching, like just squeeze it a little bit to make sure it's positioned where I want before I use both hands to punch. Repeat, of course. If I am off screen or I lose connection or something, well, no, I was going to say text me, but I won't be able to see it. It's kind of annoying that I can't see myself over there. So there's that one, and then the medium punch, which is new. Remember, you can bundle it with the Daisy Lane stamp set, and you can, I'm sorry, and this is the set I'm using in my free class this month that'll get mailed to you with a $25 or more online order using this month's host code. Okay, so we have our flowers. Then on these 2 pieces of terracotta tile, we're going to stamp those leaves. So let me grab my chamois. I hope it has, oh, it does not have moisture. Where's the leaf stamp? So I'm going to clean that off. Let me grab a chamois. Luckily, because I teach live classes, I have literally about 15 of these. So they're always laying around. And that one is wet. So let me just make sure it's clean. Yes. Okay. So on this smaller piece, I'm going to make a background, basically. Make my own background with the leaf stamp. And it makes a really pretty background, by the way. Doesn't that look like you just stamped your own designer paper? Because you did. And then on this piece, I want to put Smile on it. So, and of course you could put any greeting you want. I want it right about here. And then I'm going to add some background leaves. So as you see, I'm turning it different directions. I'm hanging it off the edge of the paper so that it looks more like it was pre-printed on here, and I cut it down. Okay? And I believe that's it for our stamping. Now we will assemble our card. So I'm gonna place this on the inside, and check it out. It covers up the word smile, which is super cute. I'm looking for my adhesive, and I'm also going to attempt to restart Facebook over here on my iPad. So I was just thinking today how old this iPad is and how slow it is. And it, like, people do Facebook Lives on their iPads and stuff, and I think mine could never do that because it's so old and slow. So there you go. And I was thinking, how much are iPads for me to invest in a new one? But I don't think I want to do that right now. And then this goes on the front of the card. I can't see y'all's comments right now, but let me know what you think so far. Look how cool. I don't know what these are called, but you know, everybody makes these kind of cards. They're super popular. And then on our circle, we're going to put our 4 flowers. So I did not, like, I attached them to each other flat. So just a little adhesive on the back of a flower. I should should probably use my silicone sheet so I don't get adhesive all over my scratch paper. And then this one, actually I'm going to attach these two together first. Like that. Hopefully I'm in screen. And then these on top. Super cute. And then I did use a Stampin' Dimensional to place those onto this circle. And here comes the faceted gems, which again are in Stampin' Up's, the new in colors, I'm sorry. So they're, you know what, I just realized I put the wrong color on my sample card. This would be terracotta tile. And I thought my card looked weird, but anyway, that's another story. That looks much better. And then this is going to get placed here. So you only want adhesive on half. So I'm going to use dimensionals. So I'm going to cut up I keep looking up at the screen to see if y'all are still commenting. Like that. So only on half. And then peel that off. The dimensionals are a great deal. You get 300 for $4. And then besides the 300, you get the edges, which give you another, I don't know how many dimensionals for free, basically. Okay. Oh, darn, I forgot a step. Okay, so let's just lift this up here. Good thing I'm not crazy with my adhesive, right? I forgot I tied this ribbon right here. That's what happens when you can't see your iPad and you get all thrown off. Okay, so we're just tying this around in a knot. You will notice the back of this ribbon is just linen. So you want to kind of twist and turn it when you're tying it to try to make the side that you want to show. So you just kind of form that direction, that shape, whatever you want to call it. And there we go. This ribbon is so pretty, and it definitely finished off this card, in my opinion. All right. I did it. So there's that one. Pretty cute, huh? Well, I think so anyway. Don't forget, as you're coming on, if you comment, I'll need to add more adhesive right there. You'll be entered to win one of these cards. It'll get mailed to you. Here's the original with the wrong color gem, which I will need to replace. That's for Cocoa Rose. See, doesn't match. Anyway, you'll be entered to win one of those cards if you comment or share. Okay, so the last card is my favorite that I did today. It looks similar, but we'll see the difference. So I'll show you the paper in just a sec. We're also going to use the glitter enamel dots. Oh, look at this ribbon, y'all. It's called Tricolor Ribbon, and in the catalog it names, I believe it's Highland Heather, sorry, that's the middle, Gorgeous Grape, and Purple Posy. So look at that. Super cute, right? Everybody wants that ribbon, don't you? You've got to. Oh, and I'm going to use this new label punch, whose name is escaping me right now. Okay, so we have the same size card front, 4 1/4 by 11. This is Sahara Sand. Fold it in half. And then this time we're going to open it up and fold it into itself. Ooh, can't see that crease. To where the crease is, the halfway mark. Again, you could score to prevent all this extra creasing. So this one's going to be folded like that. And so I'm going to set that aside for now. Then the other pieces we have are a full 1/4 of a sheet of Sahara Sand, 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. Then we have a piece to layer on top of that of Highland Heather, 4 by 5 1/4. Then we have a scrap of Highland Heather for a couple of flowers. Okay. Now look, I'm trying to look under. Hopefully y'all can't see my face. I don't know how crooked everything is now. Oh, and a scrap of white. I'm sorry, scrap of Whisper White. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is stamp this piece. Now I'm using a different flower that comes in this set, so there isn't a die or punch to match it, but it's super cute, and it definitely looks really cute on top of this stem right here. So I'm going to use that and create a background in Highland Heather ink. Just turn it different directions, go off the edges a little bit, and you will have a cute background as well. Maybe it's a little blank right there. Okay, so there's my background. Isn't that flower cute? Yes. Then for the greeting, I'm gonna stamp "The best moments in my life happen with you" in Highland Heather. And then I'm gonna add this little flower, but I don't want it to be as dark, so stamp it on the scratch paper and then stamp on there. And hopefully I did that within the right spacing, because I'm going to use this new label punch. Timeless label, maybe. Not sure. So again, I'm positioning, see how crooked my paper is, but I'm positioning the punch to match the image, waiting till I'm ready, and then squeezing with both hands. Okay. This piece, let me go ahead and do this so I don't get distracted and forget again. It's going to get attached to the Sahara sand, and then the ribbon is going to go around it. Oh, I smeared. Darn it. Maybe this is not my day. So I'm going to tie a bow. So when you tie bows, the bow comes out better if your project is upside down, in my opinion anyway. And I just realized, oh, goodness, I put the bow around the wrong piece, but y'all know what? Apparently it's one of those kind of days. It was supposed to only go around the Highland Heather. Tweezers. So you can use this technique to also tie bows instead of just a knot. And then I'll trim off the excess. Okay, little bow. And maybe, you know, trim that down a little better in a minute. I'm gonna slide it a little bit. Oh, darn it. I put it on the wrong side. So slide it over and then add the greeting. Perfect, with Stampin' Dimensionals. So like I said, you can also use the edges, and I'll just show you that because I want it above and below the ribbon. So I'm just going to use the edges instead of cutting them in half. So that's just a different way you can use them. Just to give y'all more info. If you are just joining, I can't see my screen anymore on my other device, so I can't read any comments until I bring the phone back up to my face. So I don't know what's going on. Okay, so there's that part. That's the front of our card. Then on this part, we're going to stamp the word friend right here. Again, it could be any greeting you choose, and that was Highland Heather. And then we're gonna stamp this flower on the scrap, so I do need to clean this off. It has the terracotta tile on it, so I want to make sure I get all that off. So sometimes you can pick this up and smush it into the crevices, basically. Okay, so I need 2 of these. Hopefully those aren't too close. Punch these out. If anybody's watching this video and you're new to stamping, let me know, because of course a lot of the stuff I'm just saying here is common to everyone who stamps, like cutting the paper in half and stuff. But let me know if you need more info on basic card making, because anyone can do this. I'm not a crafty person. Anyone can do it. Okay, so some more dimensionals. I need a small one. This time I am attaching the flowers with Stampin' Dimensionals. That's really small, huh? Because I want a lot of height and dimension for the purpose this flower is going to serve on this card. Okay. It is going to hold up this piece here when you open the card. You'll see that in just a sec. Before I forget though, let me add my glitter enamel dots. These are Gorgeous Scrape, the ones at the top. So bring in my, this is your take your pick tool, by the way. I forgot to say that earlier. This has a spatula and the piercer, and then there's also a stylus that fits in there. It all comes with it. But I use the piercing part to pick up my sticky embellishments. And that's going to go in the center of that flower. Oops. What the heck today? Everything's crooked and off. Okay, then this piece gets attached only to the bottom of this piece. Only to the bottom. So you do not cover this with adhesive like normal, or you're going to stick it down flat and then you have a regular card. Because I made this the exact same size as the front of the card, I am able to just put adhesive on this bottom flap to stick this down. Normally you can't do that because it's smaller and you might put your adhesive too far on the edges. But again, I did not do that. I made it the same size. Oh, goodness. So I'm able to put it on this piece. Now, of course, I have to go grab more adhesive. So I will be right back. I had one over there, thank goodness, already full. Here we go. If you're watching this for the first time ever, you might be like, she's a mess. I'm usually not this crazy. Okay, so adhesive down here, open it up so it can be flat, align basically the bottom two corners. And now you have a card that can actually be displayed on someone's desk or countertop, fireplace, wherever they want to do it. You have plenty of room to write a note to whoever the card is for, but it makes a really pretty display as well. Woo! All right, what a day of stamping. So let me bring an actual, the only difference is on this one, the light is up, and on this one, the light is down. I think otherwise these are basically the same. But let me bring in the 3 cards again so you can see those one more time. Again, this is the Daisy Lane Suite. No idea if I'm crooked, straight, whatever. But it's the Daisy Lane Suite. Super cute. Don't forget to mail some cards to people as you guys make cards and make them in classes and all that stuff. And so you can stop hoarding all those cards. So stop card hoarding. Hello. Thank you, Griselda. All right, I'm going to try to go back and look at these comments real quick. That was very stressful, my darn iPad. I'm assuming that's like an internet thing, but anyway, who knows? Catherine, $1 million sales deserve a new iPad. Believe it or not, this iPad I got from Stampin' Up. It was one of the prizes we could choose years ago for a reward thing they do with us, and I got it free from Stampin' Up. But it's been a very long time, so you know, I guess it's had its run. Oh my goodness, there's so many people that have said hi since I lost connection. I think it's way too many to shout out to all of you guys. So thank you for sharing. Thanks, Janet. Tip with the tweezers. Yes, everybody loves that. Now hexagon. See, Pam, I have to go back and see when you said that. Hey, Helen from Maine. Diane. Holly Nuns. Thank you, Catherine, for answering the color terracotta tile. I don't even know if I said it. Terracotta tile. Oh, thank you, Debbie, also. That's a really good color also. What were we using? Oh, if you're painting pots, like the clay pot in that creativity stamp set we have. It's a really pretty color. Thank you, everybody, for your compliments. Not hard to catch. Oh. Well, I'm not sure, Anne, if you're saying you can't sell a million, but it took me 18 years, so you never know. Anyone, this is lifetime sales. It's not 1 year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Marianne. Yes, the ribbon. I'm sure you're talking about the purple ribbon, probably, because it's so cute. Okay, yeah, too many comments. But thank y'all for the comments. Reminder that you can be entered into a drawing if you comment on this video. And here's the cards we made again. You can be entered into a drawing to win one of these cards, and I will send you the good ones, not the messed up ones if I messed up today. Like I smeared ink on one, this one has a little too much space. I'll mail you the good cards. And if you share it, of course, I'll enter you again. If y'all have any questions on any of the events that I talked about, let me know. I can send you links. I can add you to my email list, whatever. I will be putting links to most of, the email list and shopping and stuff like that up in the description of this video when we finish. So any other questions, let me know. I'm going to scroll back. Oh, darn it. There we go. Oh, Lisa Ann, love the daisy wreath on the back wall. Which one is it? I don't even know. Let me look in the screen. I'm not sure which one it is, Lisa Ann. I'll have to figure that out later. Daisy wreath. I'm not sure. It's because I'm frazzled because of my iPad. But yeah, I don't see any rainbow on the left. My left or your left? Oh, yes. Over there. That is, Landa made that for me, and at the time, it was, I believe, all of Stampin' Up's colors at that time. And that, of course, some of those colors aren't current anymore, but it's still so pretty. I know it's backwards. I never can figure out which side is which. There's another pretty, let's see if I can see that other wreath up there that's made out of, I forgot what those are called, the fan fold thing. We used to sell a die that makes those. So yeah, a lot of my displays here are, super old stuff that we don't carry anymore, but they're too pretty to get rid of. Up there, that Inspire is from Mary Ann, gave me that as a gift. It's a metal, rosettes. Thank you, Lisa Ann. The Inspire is a metal wall art thing that Mary Ann gave me, and then there's lots of other stuff up there. I even have gifts up there from Shelley Gardner and all kinds of stuff. All right. I think I probably kept y'all long enough today. Thanks for hanging in. Hopefully you will win the drawing, so don't forget to comment for that. Have a great day. I don't know when I'll be on live again, but like always, I'll post and send out emails. Next week is my classes, so it may not happen then. And the week after that is the Stamping with Friends Facebook event, so we'll see how busy I am. But y'all have a great day, and I will see you later. Thanks. Bye.